What surprised me is I was surprised the level that some people were unwilling to accept that we were having to adapt.
You know, they got so antsy because they were asked to wear a mask.
It was kind of surprising to me that there was a number of people that were against vaccinations and against wearing masks. But it was also nice to see that there was a lot of people that were for like wearing masks, and nobody likes wearing masks. But a lot of people understand that this is kind of what we need to do to reduce the amount of serious illness and death.
And yet in other countries, for example, Singapore, they were quite happy to wear a mask. They didn't have to be asked.
The anger that they had, or the frustration with what I saw is a community effort to get through something.
Dealt with it and having a lot of close calls and having acquaintances in different parts of the world that have actually passed away. It would have made me feel terrible if I knew that I had spread COVID to somebody else and had somebody pass away from that. Yeah. So it was surprising to see these very strong opinions about it.
Kindness is everything, and we are all connected. And the fact that people were being such in a survival mentality that they would have fights in the supermarket or would buy everything up and not thinking about their neighbour, it blew my mind. I couldn't relate to it at all.
I was amazed by those negative responses, but I also had this optimistic faith that they were being almost self-perpetuated by the media. I think the conversation spiralled the actions a bit. Because on the ground there were lots of sort of generosity and lots of people caring for each other and looking out for each other. So I kept on hearing these negative stories, and then it did seed conversations about the importance of people's self. Is myself more important than myself as part of a community? And I tend to go with the part of a community side. So I was a little affronted by those. But I think those things come from fear. So I'm a bit of, I think the media likes it likes a good story, and those bad stories are better than someone's actually got plenty of toilet paper and they're doing okay. That's not a story.
Yeah, I was surprised just that people were saying it's my right to do what I want. And that's true too. Everyone's got their rights, but it's a very individualism type of philosophy compared to a community-based philosophy. If you've got a community-based philosophy, you wouldn't care about wearing a mask because you're protecting others as well as yourself.